Hello, everybody. I didn't get a response. Hi, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final and last day of the Ghana Digital Innovations Week. Thank you so much. For those of you who have been here with us since day one, we appreciate you. Some of you showed up yesterday. We truly appreciate you. But this is the final lap, and we are honored to have every one of you here. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a thunderous round of applause. Innovate, collaborate, elevate, shaping a future of endless potential. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was good, today will be better, and certainly we're still engaging on social media. Hashtag GDIW23. Don't forget, for those of us with our phones here, don't forget that we're giving you access to free Wi-Fi. The password will be projected on the screen very soon, so take note. We are trending on X, so keep posting. We appreciate your support yesterday. The good news is that for today, we are rewarding most of you who are posting on X. So I have some good packages for you. You're taking home some nice gift items once you engage with us on social media. We want to fill the room, we want to fill all the sessions, we want to spread the news. So don't forget, there's a hashtag GDIW23. Give yourselves a round of applause once again. Now, since today is the last day, ladies and gentlemen, I want us all to be up on our feet. Let's loosen up a little bit. It's going to be a long day. We started on Monday, Tuesday, and then finally we're here. Let's switch it up a little bit, and then stretch a little bit, and pick up your phones, take a selfie with somebody and put it hashtag GDIW23. I see these guys doing it and I love it. I know the Preset boys don't have their phones here. Don't worry, when you get to uni, you'll be sorted. And so make sure you get your phones, switch it up. I mean, let's see you with a selfie. And then take a picture. We'll put it in on X, GDIW23, hashtag on Twitter. And then I'll be reviewing the post and I'll be announcing some wonderful gift items for those of you who are posting. I like what the ladies are doing here. That's beautiful. And let me join one of them. Let's take a selfie. That's so beautiful. So hashtag GDIW. Now, after doing the pictures, let's just loosen up a little bit. DJ, put in some music. This is your normal conference. This is something different. This is how we do it. DJ, let me have the sound. You know this tune, right? Please up it a little bit for me. Up it a little bit for me. Bring it down. I need representative on each row, one person each, to come here. Join me on stage. Please bring me my gift items. Bring the gift items. I have some wonderful prize packages for you. This gentleman is coming. This row, make some noise for him. He's representing you. Make some noise for him. How about this place? Who is coming? I need a lady, preferably. She's coming. Come. Okay, the Preset boy is coming. All right, come. Come. Now we can take our seats. Let's enjoy this from our people here. Come. I need our lady to join us here. And then we'll eventually determine the winner before we start. Back seat, you have one there too. Come. So we are going to do it together. We are doing this dance together, and then when we are done, we'll nominate the best three. We'll elect the best best two, final two, and then we'll give them the reward. So, DJ, pull up that song for me. Let's do this. Are you ready now? Hey! Ha! I'll be like, okay now. Hey, hey, good, good. I'll be like, okay, okay. Good, good. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Now, we are going to vote. Should she stay or leave? 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 Okay, so yours wasn't the loudest, so please you can take your seat. Thank you. We have 3 of them. We have just 3. We are selecting only 2. We are dropping that soon. Give us another 2. We are dropping only 1 more song, and then you do your freestyle, and then we can have our recap. So don't forget, post these moments. Let's go now. Ha, ha. Thank you so much. A round of applause for them. Thank you. Make some noise for them. So if you think she won, make some noise for her. What's your name? Hillary. Make some noise for Hillary. Jeff. Make some noise for Jeff. And Thomas. Make some noise for Thomas. So who should we give it to? Who should we give it to? Alright, so the 3rd position, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hillary. Can I have my gifts package for them? Okay. Our 3rd position is Hillary. Now the 1st and 2nd is between Thomas and Jeff. Can I have my prize packages for them? Exactly. Hillary, this is for you. Make some noise for them, Hillary. A round of applause for you. Well done, well done. If you think Jeff won, make some noise for Jeff. If you think Thomas is number 1, make some noise for Thomas. Jeff or Thomas? Jeff or Thomas? Jeff or Thomas? And the winner is Jeff! Thank you, Thomas. Congratulations, you've done well. Present. Everywhere you won't win. Everywhere. Thank you, Jeff. You've done well. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We had a good time. I believe that we're capturing all the moments. Let's project the fun. Let's tell people about what we are doing here. So please make sure it's a hashtag GDIW23. I'm going on X right now, and I definitely want to see who's posting. And guess what? I surely do have a prize package for you. So I see lots and lots of tweets. And Joy Adebu giving us a sniper to that session with Ashesi University yesterday. And then Oba Efia Hipsi. She says, embrace the spirit of collaboration at GDIW. As we say, let's innovate together to shape. So let's continue. Let's continue with everything that we're doing here today. So we'll have a brief recap of what happened yesterday, and then we'll watch the video. Those were the highlights for yesterday. Please give yourselves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So we still continue our conversations on the X, and I told you I'll be very generous today, and so I will reward some few people, distinguished people who are posting selfie images and videos on X. Is Yao Dako here? Yao Dako. Please come around. Please give him a round of applause. This gentleman posted a very beautiful selfie video on X. And I promised you I'll be very generous. So, please come on stage. Let's show him some love. Played a very good role in inviting so many people yesterday to be part of this. He's not keeping this good news to himself. He's sharing on and on and on. Thank you for sharing. Well, keep up with a good spirit. And so, Kobe Brown, are you here? Kobe Brown? Is Kobe here? Please come up stage. A round of applause for Kobe. Kobe posted an image inviting people yesterday as well. And so we keep rewarding. So keep sharing this message because we don't want to keep it to ourselves. We want to share the good news. We want the information about our digital economy to go outside, to get more stakeholders involved. Kobe Brown, thank you so much for doing such a good work. Can I have his prize package, please? Kobe Brown of Brown Graphics, we appreciate you. And finally, Grace Oluchi. Grace, if you're in the house, please come. Grace Oluchi. Grace also shared the Grace shared good information. Please a round of applause for Grace as well. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you. And we're still sharing relevant information. We are thinking about an all-inclusive structure, and so that means sharing information is also vital, hence the need to reward people like Grace, Kobe, and of course, you as well. Well, if you want one of these packages as well, we'll then treat you, encourage you to still post, go on X, share the pictures, share the stories, and share everything that we're doing. But before we move on to the next item, definitely please do know that this is the final day and we are wrapping up in grand style. So we entreat all of you to come in with maximum participation, maximum energy. And a brief recap of yesterday's event. We had several sessions yesterday, and part of what we did in one of the sessions where we talked about leveraging digital technologies to drive research and industry collaboration, impacting and investing, GIIRIC. One of the key lessons out of it was that digital technology has the ability to accelerate the process of understanding and designing research useful to businesses. Now, access to breakthrough technology will also contribute positively towards the growth and development of businesses. So this is a key lesson out of that session. Now, when it comes to the session where we discussed the law as an enabler of digital innovation, one of the key takeaways was that we need to use the law to drive digital innovation, but also it can also be an impediment to innovation. So we need to really check our legal system and make sure that all our regulators are on board and are empathetic towards an innovative space. And when it comes to the Ashesi room, where they had conversation about exploring the Ashesi innovation system, using that as a model to expatiate and also build on Ghana's digital economy, one of the key takeaways was that to enable learners thrive, project-based activities should be prioritized. This enables learners to graduate with lots of experiences with project work, and it becomes easier for them to survive at the workplace and as entrepreneurs. So I'll pause here and then I'll task the leaders. So all those of you sitting at the edge on the far end, on the right side of your lane, you're going to be the representative for your lane. So for instance, when you take this row, the lady here on my right side, all those on the extreme right, I need you to pick up your phones and share with us the key lessons that you learned yesterday. So you're representing your lane. So the lady in pink, the gentleman here, all of you at the far right, pick up your phones and go to Twitter. Share with us the key lesson from yesterday. the sessions. Just put it on Twitter. Don't share with anybody. You want to see it on Twitter now. I'm going on X now to see what you're sharing. All those seated at the far right, we want you to represent your group and share your key lessons with us. And so I'm moving to X now. Hashtag is GDIW23. Hashtag GDIW23. So who's doing it? Who's starting for us? You are representing your lane. Every one of you, those at the far right, you're representing your lane. There are about 40 lanes here, so you're representing your lane. Make sure you put down the hashtag GDIW on X. We're waiting for you now. So whilst we're waiting, let me read some messages. Tonton says, day 3 and final day. Aisha tweeted a picture, a video actually. She says it's been an exciting and educative experience at the Ghana Digital Innovation Week. So we are waiting for the leaders of each lane to post it. Oba FC says innovation is the heart of progress. And at hashtag GDIW23, we're inviting you to be a part of this journey. Let's innovate together for a brighter and tech-driven Ghana. So let's go on and on. I see a picture on, Derek posted a picture on the backdrop. Thank you very much. Emmanuel says high energy here. Definitely the energy is high. Morgan Success says Ghana Digital Innovation, hashtag GDIW23. Are we done? The leaders on the lanes, are we done? Are we done posting? Okay, so what I need you to do up next is, whatever you posted, whisper, turn to your right and whisper to the person next to you. So you're going to whisper till we get to the last person. So the last person will share whatever you shared. So we're going to carry on. So whoever tweeted on X, seated on the far right, we're going to do this real quick. I want you to turn to the right. Whatever you posted, whisper into the ears, and the next person will whisper and whisper and whisper until we get to the final person. So let's do that quickly. I'm waiting. So let's do that. Those of us here, I can't see you whispering. Whisper to the next. Whatever you tweeted, whisper to the next, onto the next, onto the next. Let's have that running. Your key lessons for yesterday. Keep whispering your key lessons for yesterday. Keep whispering. Alright, so which lane is done? Which lane is done? Where are we now? Whispering. Oh, you're still on the third person, okay. So where are we now? What did you post? So whisper to the next and you tell him and you tell him and you tell him. Let's go on with that. The key lessons from any of the sessions you were in yesterday. So once you pick it up, you tweet it and now you whisper and whisper and whisper. Who's done? Even the people with the shortest lane. Who is that? Which lane is that? Where are we with this lane? Where are we now? Where are we now? You said it to her? Okay, so you said it to her, and then you whisper to. So Emmanuel will represent this group. Emmanuel will have to tell us what you whisper to him. So make sure you send a message to that. Okay, where are we now on this lane? Are we doing well? Are we tracking well? No, just whisper. Don't show the message. You are whispering into the ear. So you are communicating. Communicate the key lessons to the next person to your right. Communicate to the right. Communicate to the right. So we're starting from left, where you are seated, to the extreme right. Exactly. So it's gone. Okay. So for this one, it's moving. So share the key lessons. Don't forget to post on X, hashtag GDIW23. Where are we on this lane? Where are we now? Okay, did you start? You started, right? You started. So you start and send it to them. communicate the key lessons, whisper into his ear. You send to him, you send to her. That's until we get to the final one. Let's see if we're able to communicate right. Who is done? Which of you is done? Okay, so this lady is done. So what's the key lesson from yesterday as communicated by the first person? What's the key lesson? What was passed on to you? This group is disqualified. You know what they are writing? You're automatically out. You are supposed to communicate by whispering, not writing. You're supposed to communicate, so you're completely disqualified. Now, which team has been able to do it successfully? Communicate. We are testing our communication skills. Communicate. Communicate. Some of you are still writing. Okay, so you're here. The group that does it successfully will have a good reward. Okay, we are done here. All right, so that's it for him. So tell us, what was the key lesson communicated by your leader?
Collaborating with other potential stakeholders.
Collaborating with other potential stakeholders. Was that what you said? The way you said yes. Okay, so what actually did you say? What actually did you say?
What I said was collaborating with others is essential for building innovative ideas.
You see where the information started from, and you see how it's gotten to. All right, so that wasn't completely right. So we're just looking for the team that gets it right. However, meanwhile on X, we're still having Benny saying community and collaboration on X. Ghana First saying that social balancing skill top notch from the gentleman in black, and it's coming from all the conversations we're having on X. Now, which group is done? Which group is done? Okay, that group. Let me quickly move to that group. And so tell me what your leader said. What do we have as a final message?
Work together and collaborate without leaving anyone behind, especially the disabled.
Okay, so tell us, was that what you said? Tell us what you said.
Yeah, so I said collaboration is leading to leaving and not to leave anyone behind.
Inclusivity and equity. So, I mean, it's quite similar. We'll just give it up for this team. Give it up for this team. You've done well. Well done. Give it up for this team. So we have one package for you, and then you decide who to give to. All right, so this team is done, and then we'll take our key takeaways as well. What did your leader say?
Community and collaboration.
Community and collaboration. Was that what you said from the beginning? What did you say? Hey, these people, they don't want trouble, so she just made it simple. Give it up for them one more time, ladies and gentlemen. And so, still on X, share your messages on X, hashtag GDIW23. The Brew show says seeds from the final day of the third Ghana Digital Innovation Week, hashtag GDIW23. And then we keep on, and APR says day 3 of the amazing program, GDIW23. Come one, come all. Now let's go back to our sessions yesterday. I know most of you were fascinated. There were some exciting moments during your sessions. We want to give room for people to share their key takeaways. What did you take home yesterday during the session? What did you hear? What did you listen to? We want you to own up and share with us because we all want to know. All right, so who is rolling for us? All right, so there's a gentleman at the far end. The key takeaways from the breakout sessions yesterday.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Eliasant. And yesterday I took part in the collaborating for STI research and funding. So that happens at the meeting room 2, and the Ministry of Science and Technology was the institution that hosted that session. They spoke about how we can create a national fund of funds to support Ghana's innovation ecosystem. And we spoke about how we can get the private sector, can get academia, industry, the diaspora, and all aspects of the Ghana's SCI sector to put in funds into our Ghana digital innovation ecosystem. The other part is that we need to let the big men understand. We need to let people like Otu for His Royal Majesty, Tobiafe, the big people who have the money to spend. How can someone like Magdan understand that there is a need to invest in the Ghanaian local an innovation ecosystem and how we can create more jobs for economic prosperity. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. So, who is also next to share? All right, so there are two gentlemen down here. Can you please assist them as we make way to do so? Remember that also from lessons from the Ghanaian startups that failed, in that session, one of the key takeaways was that support systems should be put in place to reduce failures of startups, including access to education and training, mentorship and advisory networks, access to early stage funding, incubators and accelerators, and legal and regulatory guidance. So all of these were key takeaways. There are two gentlemen here. Please reach out to them with a microphone. They want to share their experiences. Now, with regards to the session where we talked about transforming referral systems in maternal and newborn health through digital innovation, co-creation was a very important element that came out as a strategic approach when developing and using digital innovations in the health sector. That it involves bringing together various stakeholders, including healthcare providers, donors, innovators, local and international partners, to collaboratively design and refine solutions. So we keep talking about all the inclusive affair. So next up is our gentleman. Please go ahead.
All right. Good morning. Yesterday I was in a robotic class or section, and it's time to walk the talk. The talk is enough. We have to practicalize everything that we are doing so that we know what we are doing very, very well. So it was so interesting, the programming, the coding, and when we start doing these things from this level, then I think in Ghana we can also produce our own phones, our own washing machines, our own television sets. We don't have to be depending on the outside countries for these basic things. So it's time to walk the talk. Let's practicalize the things that we are learning. We shouldn't leave it on the shelf. Thank you very much.
Walk the talk, thank you very much. And that is a key strategic plan post this particular conference. So it's something that we are really looking forward to doing. And so who's next, please? All right, it's a gentleman right here, and then we'll move to the far end as well.
Okay, my name is Eki Alfred. I was in the room 3 yesterday. So what we're discussing about is about how we take wasted and use it, and we take many examples like in a construction site, like the nail. Like if you buy a nail and you use some carpenters, when they finish using the nail, the first day, the following day they will not use it again, and they will leave it that they will buy a different one. So that way we can take the nail and straight it and make it fine and use it again. And after that, we take another structure like the wasted of the carpenter. If you go to the carpenter side, when they cut the tree and they are cutting them, those wasted, you can take them to plywood, door frames, and many things. So that one will reduce, I don't know how to say, wasted of the tree in the forest. So that is what we discussed yesterday. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for sharing all of those experiences. So let me go back to X and see what's trending there with the hashtag GDIW23, and it says last day of GDIW Tech events, the grand finale, definitely you don't want to miss. And also we're having we're encouraging you to please keep sending in your messages now as I'm reading GDIW23. And so the next person who tweeted was James Brew. Myster says we're here for the final leg of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week at AICC. Keep it coming. We're encouraging you to do so. And so we continue with our feedback. There's a gentleman next.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. I happen to be in a class where Ashasi University lecturers taught us about what they do as a school. So at the point I realized they were doing very well. But I was asking why, how long had they been in existence? And they said it was 20 years. and for the look of the things they tell us, and where our country is still, then I realized there is more that needed to be done. So I personally share an information with them, because they did produce some machinery for planting, which make planting much easier and over a very short time. Vis-a-vis planting that 1 acre of land that you could plant for 3-4 days, they could do it within an hour, which I thought was a very good thing. So what I added to it was that it is not as if the youth doesn't love to be in agriculture, but the structures to be attractive to them was not there. Because what we do here in this country is that we depend on the rain pattern to do farming. Once you put in money in the rain fields, you lost. So it's not an attractive thing for you to want to even share it with anybody. Okay? So because it's we believe information is key, information sharing is key, I believe that we need to put certain structures such as irrigation systems and post-harvest losses also should be addressed, which is we should build both silos and consider food security and food preservation and all of that. Then I also did mention that I personally did a paper and I sent it to all the church leadership, telling them that since government is not getting involved in addressing this issue, they should get our offerings and invest it in that wise. They are not minding me yet.
Yeah.
So it looks like always the blame is on the government, but no form of leadership. And I think the church is a very great society. 75% of Ghanaians are Christians. We are with the church, give offering. And what I noticed is we are focusing only on building auditoriums. And my argument too was that if the church is not an investing society organization, why then do the church branch into education and as well as health? But when it comes to job employment and job creation, the church is not interested. And this is an information I want to share with us so that we can take it out and take our leadership in various churches, we hold them into account. It's about time they venture in investing in such areas. Agriculture alone can employ about 60 to 65%, can provide about 60 to 65% employment. So it's an area I think we should need to look at it very well. And I think what I share with the class of the session is
all right, so thank you very much. So, thank you. Let's move back to X, and then definitely I told you I'll be very generous today. So Ray Ryan, please come up. Ray Ryan, please come up. And he shares a call to action. Let's leverage digital innovation to improve outcomes. I'm excited to listen to the topics that are going to be shared. Ray, are you here? Ray Ryan. Is Ray here? Okay, so let's move to the next person. Motivational speaker. Come, let's get new ideas. Motivational speaker. Is he here? Just before we take the feedback. Motivational speaker, are you here as well? You tweeted on X, I have a wonderful prize for you. I want to share this package with you. All right. In his absence, Dr. Kofi Ejapon. Is he here as well? Dr. Kofi Ejapon, can you come up? I have something beautiful for you. Dr. Kofi Ejapon, are you in the building? All right, let's continue our conversations on X. Descartes Technologies is also tweeting the Infinity Principle Technologies team rapping on the day, building the hype. Descartes, any representative from Descartes? Descartes Technologies, are you here? Okay, so, and Big Stormzy, are you also in the building? Big Stormzy in the building says, all my tech family, where you at? It's time for TDIW. I like that. Big Stormzy. Well, on that note, we'll continue with the expectation for today. We'll also give the opportunity for our French colleagues. We'll pick a feedback from our French colleagues. Any exciting thing you learned yesterday from the sessions? Anybody from the French community to share? You can't speak French. It's fine. We'll manage with it. Anybody from the French community? All right, can you give the microphone to him? Anybody from the French community? someone there would like to share the exciting thing that happened, something new that you learned during the session. We want to hear from you. Can I have you? Can I see by hand? Okay, the gentleman is here. So you're speaking French. Please do so.
Ok, bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez bien. D'accord. Mon nom c'est Freddy Alfred. Hier, j'ai eu l'opportunité de participer à plusieurs sections qui m'ont permis d'avoir plus de connaissances. Et la section qui m'a beaucoup intéressé, c'est au niveau de l'informatique, au niveau de la connexion. De ce côté, ils m'ont enseigné ou bien montré qu'avec la technologie, on peut créer des nouveaux aspects pour amener des gens à voir, à comprendre ce qu'on sait faire. Avec la technologie, on peut aller loin. Avec la technologie, on peut créer un nouveau monde. Et avec aussi la technologie, on peut avoir un monde supérieur. Donc moi je pense que ça c'est une bonne idée. Et aussi dans une autre section, j'ai aussi appris, c'est de ça que j'ai parlé ce matin concernant la construction. Comment prendre les déchets et les transformer en un matériel premier. Et quand je parle de matériel premier, c'est quoi? Les comptes plaqués, les clous et les tôles et tout. Tout ce qui est déchet, qui peut être jeté, peut être encore utile à une autre chose. Vous voyez? Donc ça nous permettra de faire une économie et de faire aussi une réduction au niveau financier. Donc c'est ce que j'ai à dire. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. We want to applaud, please. Can we give them a round of applause once again? Thank you so much. And sharing the exciting things happening in the other room. So today, this is what we are to expect. Please take note of the various sections in the various meeting rooms or hall. In Committee Hall 1 at 10 a.m. to 11:30, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program will be hosting a session on Symposium on Regulatory and Funding in Innovation Ecosystem and launch of benchmarking. So this will be happening in Committee Hall 1. Now, when you move to Committee Hall, it's in the same room from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Omni Strategies will be taking care of social engineering trends in a digitized Ghanaian economy. So in the same room from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Omni Strategies will be taking care of social engineering trends in a digitized Ghanaian economy. Now let's move to meeting room 1. Now from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., meeting room 1, Mashup in collaboration with Ashese will have a college innovation workshop. So if you are interested, please move to this room, meeting room 1 from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mashup in collaboration with Ashese is having a college innovation workshop. Now in the afternoon at 1 p.m. in the same room, UNICEF is leading a session on youth-led innovation, driving digital public goods in Ghana. So if you're interested and you want to join in the same meeting room 1 from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., UNICEF is having a session on youth-led innovation, driving digital public goods in Ghana. Now at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in meeting room 1, NEIP Hubs Accelerator Program will have a topic, will have a session on benefits or impact of our Hubs Accelerator Program. So please take note, if you are interested, you can join this session from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Benefits or impacts of our Hubs Accelerator Program. Now, Gamers Association in meeting room 1 at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. will have a session on the game development and esports industry in Ghana. A panel discussion with the major players. So if you are very, very interested in game and its development in Ghana, you join this room from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, in meeting room 2, just this morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., GBS will have a session, so please take note. If you want to join them in meeting room 2, please do so. will have a session from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And so they will have a session on empowering Ghana's informal entrepreneurs, a data-driven approach to business coaching and funding. And then from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the same meeting room 2, GEA will have an MOU signing. So for those of us who want to witness that, we can join them from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, with regards to meeting room 3 all day, Myster is having an investment readiness workshop. So if you want to get some snippets, something to add up to your business, how to invest, where to get the capital, how to get investment for all of your business, you definitely can join meeting room 3. Myster is having a session in meeting room 3. So back to all the people I want to celebrate. I'm being generous today, so please, if you're here, you can join me. I have a very beautiful gift for you. Aisha tweeted on X with the hashtag GDIW23. Aisha, are you here? Please join us. Give Aisha a round of applause as she steps up on stage. Can we show some love for Aisha as she comes here on stage? Thank you for celebrating GDIW. Thank you for sharing the information and everything that we are doing here. Keep on keeping on. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Aisha. Once again, can we celebrate Aisha? Well, Rex Selikem, you're next. Rex, please come up stage. Rex Selikem, thank you as well. A round of applause for that gentleman. And so this is just random selection of people who are engaging with our audience on X with the hashtag GTIW23. Rex Selikem. Well, finally, Benis Dogbe. Benis, if you're here, please join us. Benis Dogbe also tweeted. Don't forget to be tweeting all day. It's just not an activity for this morning. We're doing it all day when you're in your sessions. If there's any interesting topic or anything, caption that pops up, you can always share that message with the outside world. Hashtag GDIW23. Please give it up for Benis Dogbe once again. Well, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our recap today. Please give yourselves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know our culture, we certainly will not wrap up without getting up and taking a big selfie once again. Please pick up your phones. Let's do this. We will do this on and on and on. And this should continue when you step out. Please make sure at the foyer, there are backdrops there. Make sure you represent, and then you post and share the information. During the breakout sessions, do make sure you post, you share pictures with the hashtag GDIW23. Can we all please rise up respectfully? Don't forget that we're having our closing ceremony at 4 p.m. in this auditorium. And please, what a way to wrap up in grand style. There are exciting things coming up at 4 p.m. Do take note. We are expected to all reconvene here and close well. My name is Myster Pratt. Can we all pick up our phones once again? Let's take a big selfie. Let's take a big picture, a very nice picture, and post it. Don't forget the hashtag is GDIW23. Well, can we have our music? We'll do that with our music. This time we're doing Be engaged. Don't forget to post hashtag GDIW. Join a session. Take advantage. Network with other people. Innovate. Collaborate. And elevate. Thank you.